Hey, theology nerds. Welcome to the very first Theology Nerd Take. We're going to cut right to the chase on a topic that I see a lot around today, right? Lately, you hear people, especially those people in positions of power, saying things like, empathy is weak, right? Compassion is a weakness. You don't want that. That kind of vulnerability is something that you don't want. It's very dangerous, risky. It's not powerful, right? They preach that, success is all about dog eat dog survival and might makes right. But here's the thing. If you claim to follow the way of Jesus, for those of us who do, you gotta throw that narrative right out the window. You gotta toss it, because the truth is compassion isn't a weakness. It's the ultimate expression of spiritual strength and true faith. I mean, think about the gospel accounts. What did Jesus do? He didn't just stand on a soapbox and lecture people. He looked around at the crowds. He ate with people. He walked with people and sat with people. And he was described as, quote, being moved with compassion. And the Greek word that's used there throughout the Gospels is splanknizomai. Splanknizomai. Bring that out at a party sometime. Splanknizomai, which literally means to be like moved in your guts, to like be stirred at the gut level. That deep, visceral feeling of being connected with someone else. He wasn't just pitying people. He was like feeling their pain and their hunger and their sickness and responding, right? And that kind of empathy isn't easy. It's not something that's usually supernatural, or what I mean is very natural, right? It requires putting your own ego aside and your own self-interest to the side in order to focus on someone else's suffering for a little bit. And that requires discipline, it requires courage, it requires sort of a complete break from the greed and the corruption that's so prevalent today. So it's really easy to be selfish, right? It's really easy to do that. It takes a monumental effort. It takes a lot of strength. And I would even say maybe even faith-driven strength to be truly selfless. So compassion and empathy aren't weaknesses. They're almost like a super strength when it comes to our humanity. And when we think of Jesus, the entire foundation of the Christian faith rests on this radical, revolutionary, transforming life of compassion. And that's a kind of strength, theology nerds, that we need right now more than ever. The world really needs it. That's your theology take for today. See you next time.